Hey guys, how you doing? We are going to read a book called Nasdaq Beginner's Guide Step by Step. And my little son here is going to teach me how to do OBS live stream. So not sure if this is really happening or not. I guess I'll find out in like 15 minutes when I'm done with this. Okay, so here we go. Command Tab gets me to my screen. Let's see if this works. So we're going to talk about Nasdaq Beginner's Guide Step by Step. Learn how to discover trend cycles easy. Now, I know I'm Crypto Girl, and you're thinking, well, why are you talking about NASDAQ? Well, because I believe in the double game. And when I say the double game, what I mean is that $1,000 doubled 10 times equals $1 million. So, no matter how you're acquiring your double game or achieving that, I'm not sure about what you're doing, but I decided I would get into different opportunities. So NASDAQ is got thumbs up along with Crypto Land and some other things that are awesome. So let's go through the NASDAQ Beginner's Guide step by step. Ooh, went really fast. 1 second. Oh my. Bear with me as I understand how to do this. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is Chapter 1, or page 1 really, is what is the NASDAQ's index? 2 is why trade Nasdaq. 3, how to read the chart. 4, what is the market trend cycle? How our technology discovers trends. Numbers tell the story. What is ASP technology? Trade account preference summary. Benefits of using ASP technology. And the conclusion. So you ready? Here we go. What is NASDAQ? The NASDAQ stock market, it's an American stock exchange. The exchange platform is owned by NASDAQ Inc. NASDAQ was initially an acronym for for National Association of Security Dealers Automated Quotations. Dun, dun, dun. The NASDAQ stock market began trading on February 8th, 1971. I wasn't even alive yet. So it's been around for a long time. All right, volatility, technology sector. This stock market index is made up of 103 equity securities issued by 100 of the largest non-financial companies listed on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ 100 began January 31st, 1985. This index, which consists of industrial, yay, technology, hot diggity dog, retail, clothes, telecommunications, hello Apple. We have biotechnology, ooh, you're gonna pulse read. Let's see, what do I have? Lots of stuff for that. Healthcare, transportation, boop, boop, media, social media, and service companies. So that's some good stuff, right? What is volatility? Volatility is a statistical measure of the dispersion of returns for a given security or market index. So the distribution. Well, it says dispersion, but I would say distribution. In most cases, the higher the volatility, the riskier the security. This is often associated with big swings in either direction. The NASDAQ 100 has outperformed the S&P 500 8 times over the last 10 years. So you see a little bit why I'm like all about NASDAQ. All right, next. Page 2. So E-mini NASDAQ 100. Why trade NASDAQ? This is the $1 billion secret. NASDAQ market capitalization, thematic growth, has a greater trading volume than any other U.S. exchange with approximately 1.8 billion trades per day. How do you read a chart? All right, so what we're looking at is trading. You have tradingview.com and also Tradestation. It's a great place to get some NASDAQ trades going on. So how do you read a chart? This is the most simple but most important step toward trend discovery. Step toward trend discovery. This example shown above highlights the basic fields which allows traders to better understand price movement direction. So let's start with a diagram, the first one on the left. So targeting objective, you have next wave fractal, election economic growth cycle 2017, and technology growth cycle. So what you see on the bottom is a year. You'll see the 02 and the 03 and the 04 is 2002, 2003, 2004, and you move more to the right on the bottom level, it's 2012, and then 5 more steps is 2017. So what you're seeing on this particular one is an E-mini NASDAQ 100. And just so you guys, in crypto land, if you've only done crypto trading, you've never done stock, NASDAQ is equivalent to, I would say, pretend it's like a coin, like it's just Bitcoin, okay? But imagine Bitcoin being built up of 100 altcoins, okay? So in correlation of stock versus crypto land, I would say stock land and crypto land, or NASDAQ land. It's NASDAQ is 100, like 100 amazing companies, all packed in one. It's as if Bitcoin, pretend Bitcoin was 100 different altcoins all built into one. Okay, so NASDAQ is almost like a multivitamin, right? You have so many nutrients in there, and maybe in a multivitamin you could have an allergy to one of those elements, and so therefore it wouldn't be like always positive for the body. All right, so as far as this is NASDAQ, so it's like, okay, it's got 1 out of 100 elements, may not be so fabulous, but collectively they've all done really well. Okay, so that's kind of like what NASDAQ is in my perspective. All right, and then the second chart to the right is telling you on Tradestation, how do you read a Tradestation chart? So the first little icon on the upper left-hand corner is like an @ symbol. It says NQ. That's the symbol. Then of what market in crypto land would say what coin you're looking at, right? Either a Bitcoin or an altcoin. Then the next letter or wording, it says daily. That's the type of chart. So on tradingview.com, you can see like the 5-minute, the 3-minute chart. You can see like what's going on a 3-day chart. So this particular one you're looking at is a daily chart. And then the next set of words or letters is the description of what market we're looking at. So E-mini NASDAQ is what you're looking at right now, which NASDAQ is like a coin. It's like one particular stock market that you could buy. Basically, it's, you pay your money and you buy 1, 2, or 3, or however many, how they disperse it. Then you have, to the right, you have the last price trend. So meaning like what was the latest price. And then on the right, there's a pricing scale. And then below that, you see like candlesticks, but you probably could change these, but it says the market trend up and down. And so each one of those little movements is representing a day. So like if it was a candlestick chart, each candlestick would represent a day because we're on a daily chart. And ultimately, it's kind of like an eagle-eye view, and you can say, okay, well, this trend is going down or the trend is going up. So then you see, okay, the next terminology is the market trend cycle up. This is a market trend cycle going down, clearly going down a hill and up a hill, right? Okay, next page. Trend cycle. So it's important to know what a trend is so that you understand some of the lingo and the definitions in the trading world. So a market trend is a perceived tendency of financial markets to move in a particular direction over time. These trends are classified as cycles for long time or short-term periods. A trend or cycle can start in one day and last for weeks or months trending. A lot of times you have these super duper sales guys go, oh my God, oh well, you're gonna make money overnight. Well, no, real traders know that, even if you're swing trading, the trend, if you're following the trend, a trend could last for 7 days. It can last for 3 days. And depending on how you're acquiring that understanding, you can, and your perspective of it, but you can see on this chart here, you could see the start of a new trend cycle, and you can see the, whether it's, this is a trend kind of going up and then a trend going down, a trend going up and a down. All right, so let's move over to the next one, trend discovery. Our technology enables, okay, so there is a technology that you'll learn about with this ebook, okay? So everything has some underlining magic to it, right? We wouldn't take you down a rabbit hole where there wasn't like an absolutely like pot of amazing gold or an opportunity. So the creator of this book actually has developed some amazing technology to help with trend cycle. So trend discovery. Our technology enables mathematical calculations searching for changes in the market cycle conditions. When these criteria are met, our program highlights the start of a potential new cycle by displaying a number 1. The number 1 means the start of the cycle. With volatility increasing and the market racing to record highs, we've engineered a simplified approach for traders to discover trend development. So as you can see here, this is pretty like this chart that you're looking at in the upper right hand corner. It's really tight. So if it was actually bigger and spread out, you could see like the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. But you can see here that in the beginning of the trend going up, there was a 1. So this technology is connected intensely with this particular market, and it's going boom 1. It's like the algorithmic calculations are confirming that the it's almost like a weather forecast, or the weather is looking good for an upward trend today, right? And a lot of times with trading, it's so emotional, and you're just like, oh, do I buy? Do I sell? So this technology is going, ooh, it's time to go up. Or it's going, ooh, technology is determining the weather looks pretty bad. It's a downhill slope, and we're going up. And so when you're in Stockland, all of this is a very resourceful tool to have so that people could have a better perspective as to what they're going to do. You know, the choices, right? Okay, page number 8. Numbers tell the story. Actually, 6. So this is an example of how the technology shuts off when the trend cycle is present. Okay, so you have the first trend. You see the 1 on the upper left-hand corner here. That's the wave going up, and then it stops. Like the numbers stop when it's just like, all right, it went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it just stopped. The cycle went down, and then the cycle started up again. So then the picture below is no cycle count detected, means there's no trend present. And then you see on the lower left-hand corner, then it says new cycle discovered at number 1, beginning of a new possible trend. Right? See that? Okay, now we're on page number 7, the right-hand side. Auto signal positioning. This example above shows dynamic auto signal positioning. And you can see auto signal 1, it says, it's a 1 signal, and then exit is at the top because you could see that the trend was going down. And then multiple buys enabled, and there's trend, and there's little areas where it's like the technology saying, oh, this is showing a good forecast, weather's looking good, it's a good time to get in. All right, so that's ASP is the number 1 means the start of the cycle. This cycle can gain momentum and increase the bar count to number 9. The number 9 is the last bar count. Before cycle reset, once this condition is met, the program will start to bar recount new calculations. Depending on volatile conditions, cycle duration per instrument may vary. So ASP is auto signal positioning technology. Auto signal positioning technology. All right, page 8. How to maximize your potential gains. So to be an effective trader, it's important to understand how different market cycles move in relation to each other, so trades can be better understood to minimize their exposure and maximize their profit potential. The intelligent ASP technology will position the trader at the beginning of each change in cycle criteria met, thus allowing the trader to obtain the best possible price with minimal risk, application, full transparency. An automated trade makes managing this technology easy. The number 1 is the start of the new cycle, signal positioning, and the cycle ends on number 8 on this particular situation. And then we're on page number 9. This is the daily trade summary and how to understand your account. So this is very important, and this is one of the best parts about Tradestation, is because you get some really dynamic, in-depth tutorials. Well, not actually tutorials, but you get these spreadsheets, and you're like, whoa, you can actually see Did you make money today? Are you making money right now? What's the point of this whole thing? And there it is. It's the numbers. Multiple entries enabled. Benefits of using ASP technology. It's easy to follow rules, number one. Number two, dynamic auto signal positioning from the start of the new trend cycle. So it's like immediately the trend cycle. And just so you know, Tradestation, I call it like automation station. It's a place for traders that and major developers that are super smart developers, they can develop ASP technology on Tradestation. So if you've got some phenomenal trader that can dive in and write some technology, you're in. All right, so number 3, eliminate fear of having bad timing on entries. And number 4 is full transparency on trades. And number 5 is flexibility with liquid micro contracts. So in conclusion, ASP, auto signal positioning, trend discovery enables advanced proprietary calculations to minimize the occurrence of false breakout cycles, while maximizing the early development of accurate new trend cycle predictions. This intelligent ASP technology, it's amazing. Join our team and start your freedom path to financial independence now. In the upper right-hand corner, you can see this picture shows it's ASP signal 1 and signal 2, and it goes to 7, and then it stops, and then it goes back. And it's just, I call it the motion in the ocean. So thank you for listening to me read this awesome ebook on NASDAQ, working with Tradestation with some amazing ASP technology. And we welcome your feedback. Join our team. We offer good support. We have the best technology, and it's razor sharp. And we'll see you soon. And catch us on the webinars. And now I'm going to learn how to turn this off and see if it worked.